All right, what up, everybody? It's your boy, the Infinite Dragon here. Technically, this is a bonus episode for SMT5 Vengeance. Um, I'm live on Twitch right now. If you're watching this on YouTube, you're watching an archive stream. This, that, yada, yada, yada. Like I said, this is a bonus episode. I'm not intending for any plot relevant stuff here, so I don't know, I guess scrub through and see if there is any plot relevant stuff, because the reason why I'm doing this stream specifically is to see if what I'm about to do is plot relevant, because I want that documented for the actual VOD. But most of this is going to be side quests, so as you can see, I have cutting links over there in the corner with me. If you want to check him out, link to his stuff will be in the description down below as well. He's going to be talking with me. Oh boy, he's going to be talking with me as I continue through the game. He's also doing his own stream right now, so make sure you check him out too. Let's get him back in here. Just a heads up, things might get political, so I generally align with what Lynx is saying. So if you don't agree with him, maybe you shouldn't be here. Anyway, all right, I am now live.
Well, there goes the game.
Lynx is playing Elden Ring. You're doing the DLC for Elden. Or are you just playing Elden Ring? You're not doing the DLC, right?
I'm just playing Elden Ring. Yeah, I'm not playing the DLC yet. Okay. I need to escape this building that I'm in, and I don't even know if it's a really deep building or anything like that.
Lucky, if you redeem first, you in fact would be first.
The fiends.
But yeah, I know you had you and your chat had a lot of issues with Shin Megami Tensei 3 specifically. I can confidently say that Shin Megami Tensei 5 is so much better than all of the Shin Megami Tensei games, like leagues and bounds better.
They actually all agreed that it looked better too.
It's so much better. They're like I usually say that you're not playing a Shin Megami Tensei game for the story. You can play this one for the story. There's actually two stories.
I don't think it was the story necessarily that they were looking forward to. I think they got tired by the style of, like, whenever they would look back up at the screen and they'd see basically the same thing according to them.
I'm not entirely sure this game fixes that problem specifically. There is just desert, and then in some cases there's white desert. However, I haven't had a problem. I haven't gotten. But usually, that's kind of why I don't like the Dark Souls games. Is that everything just kind of, actually, we had that conversation earlier in my Discord. That everything just kind of looks gray, and then everything is gray, and that's for a long time why I didn't even bother giving the Resident Evil series the time of day, because everything is just fucking gray, and that is for me is not visually interesting. At some point though, I did buy Resident Evil, and I was like, fuck it, I guess I will have to play. I intended for Logan to play Resident Evil through like Parsec, but he's been busy, so I ended up playing it myself, and turns out the game's actually fun. So,
well, that's good.
I got the DLC. I'm prepping to keep going because 40 vigor is a hell of a amount. Isn't holding true anymore. I don't know what that means. Also, hi Boucher. Thank you for being first.
The true first.
Oh, okay. We're just gonna fight Seth now. Weak to ice.
It does look like... Yeah, I was actually... You know what, Jumbo? I agree. This does look like Pazuzu. That's literally who I used to think about when I was looking at him. I think that that's what he's based on. Would you stop doing
that? It means my health is too low. I get 2-tapped by some magic sword lady. Isn't that the whole game? I am the Elden Ring quote unquote hater. So I don't actually hate the game, but I find it funny to shit talk it.
And I'm the big time Elden Ring enjoyer There's only a couple things I would want more in this game, and that's one of them being a peaceful village, and that's it. But if I truly wanted that, I would just play Breath of the Wild.
Fair enough. At 40 Vigor, you can survive about 3 hits minimum of any attack. As someone who has only partially played any of the Dark Souls games, isn't that the whole game?
The whole game is just about being dead over and over again, right before you win. Yeah, that cat was a bad cat. I'm trying to fight that. The enemy that I'm fighting is ridiculous because it doesn't telegraph its attacks very well. Can't stress that enough. It's incredible. I love it for that reason, but I also hate it for that reason. Yeah, dying is even part of the plot. Exactly. What I like is that the game mechanics are actually like lore relevant. Like your ability to respawn and stuff like that. Like it all ties in together with what's going on in the story.
That is very fun. I do like that, the idea of that. So there's a lot of like special moves in SMT5 now. And one of my favorites is, you know that move you just did? Do it 3 more times without taking any of your MP or anything.
Yeah, good luck with that.
It's fucking great. So for people watching on my stream, watch this. This enemy is weak to ice. I have a move that hits twice when you use it, and I'm gonna use it 4 times. 3 times. Excuse me.
Okay, I'm seeing what I did. I have a bunch of... Okay.
This is not taking my MP. Who thought this was okay? This is so broken.
I was like a centimeter from killing this enemy. Now I'm like going crazy.
I think the ocean is heeding his call. Oh yeah, it is. We took that bitch swimming. Lucky, are you done with school? How come we don't get a Poseidon demon? Who's to say what he isn't in here? I mean, Zeus is in here, and so is his dad. Hey, B-Man, are you not working today?
I don't think I have. Huh.
That's a dead dragon. Cool. So that's why I wanted that was the reason why I wanted to start streaming. I didn't know if that was important or not. Now we get to explore Egypt, I guess. Or the Egypt branch, at least.
Egypt in the afterworld or whatever, right?
Not for this game. Hooray for Egypt! I'm curious on what they're gonna do with Khonshu. I'm at work right now, but I wanted to pop in and say hi. Couldn't wait to get SMT, and I bought it last night. However, I was dead tired and only made the choice to take the Maiden's Hand and went to sleep. So you're gonna do the new game. You're gonna do the new version of the game, which it's so good, especially if you played the original. Because if you played the original story, you're gonna be here with the rest of us going, "What the fuck is happening?" They've
So what does that mean?
they've all but killed the original cast. One of the fucking original cast just fucks off. He just leaves.
Ah, yes. Has people been seeing an uptick in military ads on their Twitch recently? Because that's what I'm getting the implication of from some people, and that disturbs me.
Yes, I've gotten
You think
a lot
we're
of.
going to war soon?
I don't know if we're going to war, but I've definitely gotten a lot of military ads, specifically on your channel. I don't know if I've gotten it on any other people's channels.
Interesting.
This'll do.
Hello, silly. I hope you join the military.
I'm not going to
I
war,
don't-
forget that. I was told by Logan, because Logan actually wanted to join the military, that because I have flat feet, I am not actually allowed to join the military in terms of any type of combat.
4F, but I'm not sure if that's true. If they will actually, like, I'm pretty sure that if they want to, they can just say, "All right, you can get a desk job."
Yeah, so I don't think I'm allowed to do combat if they, for whatever reason, have a draft and I get forced into it.
But if they need bodies, they will just send you to the fray.
Yes, they will. I do not doubt this.
You're dyslexic, you're exempt? Oh man, I wish it worked that way. There's a lot of ways that I wish you didn't, like, I think we don't have the draft right now, so we're okay. We don't have conscription. We're okay on that regard. But still, the fact that we even have to think about it is a concern because it's not that far off of it. Like, they could do whatever they wanted. But I think I'm too old for the draft at this point, so that's good for me.
Yeah, fair enough.
Yeah, Chris also is too old for it, yeah.
B-Man says they're pushing for recruitment hard. I think it's because people are enlisting a lot less than they used to, because being in the military sucks. Well, that's also a logical reason.
Yeah, it's also like, I think a lot of people are aware, they're like, I'm not dying for some old person's money. Like, what?
Yeah.
You fight.
Yeah, that too. Not on my end, Cannon. I didn't realize you were Canadian. Where you aren't coerced into war, just being abandoned when they aren't useful anymore. So many
That's true,
issues.
Yeah. It's amazing that people joined after Vietnam at all.
Hmm. Oh, speaking of that, I watched Tropic Thunder.
Oh, good.
I did not like it.
The blackface. You didn't like it?
The blackface was fine. I didn't actually have a problem with that. But the movie itself, I didn't like.
That, I think that's completely valid. I know various people that do not like the movie and also say, the blackface is fine.
Yeah. It felt like, for lack of a better term, South Park humor, where felt like they were just trying to be offensive for the sake of being offensive.
Yep. I have it in my dark comedy corridor for that reason.
Oh, B-Man, I got the bad bitch with the umbrella as you like. I got all the bad bitches technically, but she's in my party currently.
Well, I killed the thing that I was having difficulty with. Now I'm at a loss of what I'm supposed to do. I don't even know if I'm going backwards or if I'm going forwards from where I was. But yeah, I hope nobody ever, like, I just think that the idea of the military, like, getting, like, forced into it and stuff like that, I don't understand people that even get tricked into that. Like, it's just awful. I
think the only reason why you probably want to join the military is if the off chance that they actually do take care of their veterans. But
I guess so. I think they really do exploit desperate people that don't know what to do with their lives, and that's why they go after Twitch. Also, people that are like, oh, first-person shooters, that's like war in real life.
Nah. All right, Raiden. Your virtuous mission starts now.
Yeah. Ooh, don't die, please. I didn't die. Amazing. There's a pyromancer And he's in the middle of a flame trap. Oh god, we're both in the middle of a flame trap.
There's also the whole paid tuition thing. Yeah, but that's only if you want to go to school. Like, I can honestly God say that the fact that my entire degree is online somewhere, like, you can literally learn everything I learned in school off Skillshare. Not sponsored.
We should get sponsored.
I would like to be sponsored.
Yeah. How will they afford their Dodge Chargers if they're if not through the military? Good point. Actually, fun fact: I usually talk about how stupid the people in my village are, and they are. There's a lot of flat earthers. It's disturbing. I remember going to high school and seeing some flat earthers argue with a biology teacher. It was some really messed up stuff. As if the Earth being round challenged their religious beliefs or something. It's such a weird thing.
That is
anyway,
very odd.
like I can weirdly understand arguing about evolution, but when you're arguing about the Earth, it's even weirder. Anyway, I swear to you, there are so many people out where I live that get married at 18 because they're going to the military here. So like. And like they all have there's all the rednecks out here is what I'm trying to say. They all have the Dodge Chargers.
As
Actually, they have Chevy out here.
As far as I'm aware, I feel like that would be because my friend's dad, my best friend's dad, is military, or ex-military, I guess. But he was talking about how all of his friends got fucking STDs because they all went to the military. And then during whatever, I guess, boot camp or whatever, they were all shacking up with each other and all contracted the same diseases from each other.
That probably wasn't the smartest move.
No. I know a few people who were pretty much set for life because they had someone mentor them on how to actually get good veterans benefits. The military does nothing in the way of showing people how to actually get with their own. That's, yeah. Which seems like a scam to me. They just jack the prices of tuition to insane heights. Everything is a business, and then said, but if you go to war for us, we will pay the artificially high price for you. Yeah, everything is a business, especially war.
Yeah. Yeah. And that's so ever since America had a taste of what it's like to be at the top of the military industrial complex, they're like, we need to continue to do this, provoke more wars, and make more money. It's like a drug for them. They're addicted, and we can't cure them.
I'm really glad I prefaced the VOD of this stream. I'm like, oh, this might get political. I generally align with Lynx's beliefs, so if you don't like them, maybe you shouldn't be here.
Yeah, good. Yeah, I actually almost forgot that that I'm on your stream too.
It's all good.
But yeah, I actually think it's not that controversial to point out that the United States, like, literally just is addicted to war.
Yeah, okay. This is an exceedingly small area. I guess you can just go over here to fight Seth? How odd. I'm a dirty leftist wokey.
Ew.
Yeah, my god. Oh, you know what? I could probably...
You have an actual position on political topics? How weird.
I actually turn off stream avatars.
I can't stand when people list themselves as like moderate or centrist when really they're just conservative and afraid to admit it.
B-Man is the one who said that, and I don't think so I don't really even know how to identify myself politically. I guess I would just say left-leaning, but I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, I say left-leaning, but I'm very certain if you pay attention and put together what I'm actually saying, it's a little bit more clear what I am. I specifically say left-leaning because it's a lot more easy to identify with than let's say that I just say, oh, I'm a communist, and that triggers a bunch of red flags for people.
Yeah.
Like there's various things that you could be, but God, I'm gonna die. Never mind. consider yourself a moderate because I hate both sides, but I'm left leaning. Yeah, I personally I hate both sides as well, but I will always take the side of left first. But the thing is, like, with people like Joe Biden failing to, sorry for getting really political, but he's failing to really differentiate himself from Trump in terms of like what he will do in office. It just seems like Biden's like this. I'm not gonna. We should probably not stay on this topic too much because it is really risky considering there's like various ways to interpret it. But I mean it in the least awful way possible. But I mean, like, Biden will be like, we're going to send our bombs to Israel, and then Trump was saying we will bomb Palestine. Like there's the same result, but one of them is taking credit for a more direct action, and it's like they're not making they're not making a good argument for each other. It's awful. Like I think that we need younger people in office.
Absolutely.
You hear me, younger people that are listening?
Absolutely. The problem is that if any of the younger people are like me, god damn, that's so boring.
Yeah, it definitely feels like it'd be boring. Yeah, for sure. Maybe we could do streaming in the White House. Maybe that could be fun.
My name being Brandon has created a hell for me as a Floridian. I think being a Floridian has created a hell for you, B-Man.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, being in Florida is bad in general. Like, that is just not a good environment.
At some point, B-Man confirmed that there were radioactive crocodiles in Florida, to which I just said, like, nah, I'm good. Fuck that. I don't see any other side
rad roaches.
Ah, gross. I feel like I should one day eventually play Fallout, but my issue with Fallout is that Fallout is usually in first person.
You can play a third-person variation of it. Like, you can play in third person.
Okay.
The fourth game is actually really good in third person. New Vegas is okay, but I think that I would hope there's a better mod for it out there somewhere because it's not the best.
Gotcha. Both sides are pretty awful, and I personally go way more with left than right. But honestly, neither is good, and maybe the world just kind of needs a hard reset. That was a take. the end of that. Well, I didn't have a problem with most of that until the end. I don't want to win office just to end up needing to coach Grandpa how not to send nukes at anything that scares him. Yeah, I agree, but also. Yeah. I don't know. It's definitely one of those. Filler mentioned before that we joke that they're kind of ageist, but how like them working in as a nurse has in fact made them give them the belief that old people should just die. And I'm really curious to know what the extent of like without any like technology when do people fucking die? Because a lot of old people, I think just in terms of nature, old people should die way sooner than they do in our current modern day.
I think it really depends on the mental acuity of them. Like I don't really know. Like I feel like if I had Alzheimer's, I would be like, please off me now. Because I wouldn't want to. Yeah.
My grandmother had dementia, and I cannot imagine living in a situation where you look up, say hi to somebody, go back to like, you know, your relaxed state, and then you just wake up all of a sudden and look at that same person that you looked at before, and then go, oh yeah, hey. Like, I can't imagine like a situation like that. That sounds like a type of hell.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the kind of thing I would want to avoid. Also, for anyone who's worried about nuclear bombs, I actually think they're obsolete now. I think they're a waste of money. I don't think they're going to actually use them. Because drone strikes have become much better, because not only can you precisely target one specific person or area, you do not irradiate it so the land is useless, and you can you can claim that place that you destroyed for yourself after you destroyed it. Like there's a massive positive to using drones versus the other. So I'm just saying that like we're probably never going to use nukes, but I'm not saying we won't, but I'm saying very unlikely.
I don't think they should. I think you just have a totalitarian grip on the government. I just think, like, there's no correct answer, and I think
Well, they're not presenting the correct answers. That's the problem. There
That's
are
also
correct
true.
answers.
there
Like,
are
For
yeah,
example,
that's fair.
when there's a homeless problem and there's a homeless person sleeping on a bench, the solution is probably not to make it so that the bench is impossible to sleep on or to remove the bench entirely. The problem is probably to be solved by like giving the homeless person a home.
Yeah, there's also like the whole entire an argument that I saw that was like, oh, anyone who is a billionaire is inherently a bad person because it takes this much amount of money to end to end hunger in America, which was like somewhere in the millions. And like they also gave like a difference between like the difference between making like $1 million and then $1 billion. And yeah, no, I agree with that. It's probably very easy to actually fix all the issues. They're just not doing it.
Yeah, because we have our addiction to money is we have dragons basically. We need dragon slayers, but we have dragons that are hoarding wealth.
What do I tell you guys, man? All dragons must die, including me. And by hard reset, I mostly mean we gotta find a way to get this stuff under control. Because there's so much wrong with the world, and we're reaching the precipice. Okay, all right, I'm okay with that. Hard reset is sounding like you just meant like, yeah, let's just end the world, and I was like,
Yeah, with the context of Shin Megami Tensei, especially, right?
yeah. Companies like Dunkin' also have policies that will literally fire employees if they give excess food at the end of the day to homeless people.
Yeah, and that I do kind of weirdly understand that because guess what happens if the homeless person gets sick off the food, but also at the same time maybe you shouldn't be making so much excess food.
I had a friend in high school. I hope he's doing okay. He was cool. Because Dunkin' Donuts can't like keep all their product, obviously, because it's not fresh. They just throw all the stuff out into the dumpsters. And he would just dumpster dive and grab like trash bags full of donuts.
Yep. I have no idea if I'm going backwards.
Man, who thought this was okay? This is so broken. I wonder if Queen's Good Tree can kill him.
Any last words?
I can't wait to get home and play this game. B-Man, I hope you actually finish this one. What, that witch woman now? She's cool. She definitely has one of my favorite designs, but after watching the butt lady do the butt dance, she's also kind of cool.
Oh shit, heed my call.
No, without any context whatsoever.
Like, quite literally, she shakes her ass at the camera, and then your party is charmed.
That's funny.
I defeated one of the Heavenly Kings. I saw this.
No.
Hi, I saw this one story of a person who worked for a store, and about 2 weeks after Halloween, they tasked with throwing out a shit ton of candy, and they thought it was a waste, so they brought it home for to a food drive, and then they got fired and sued for it, but they won because there's no laws against dumpster diving at that place. That's insane.
Actually, you know what's interesting? My old workplace used to say if you want to take the food to a food drive, you're allowed, but you take it on your own time.
That's fair. Fine, I'll get all the credit, and you guys can cry.
Mm-hmm. I think I just found a boss, and I'm not ready to fight it.
I feel that. Where's the other Heavenly King?
Oh no, it's not a boss. It's just impossible to defeat enemy.
I think that's one of the dudes who follow Masakato. The Heavenly Kings? Yeah, they definitely do, but I don't think that's going to lead to anything because I don't have a side quest for it. I think I actually ran out of side quests. The only ones I have to do are ones I don't care about and fighting the Demi-Fiend. And I don't want to fight the Demi-Fiend yet. I don't have enough, I'm not strong enough. I may be max level, but somehow I'm not strong enough. He's level 99, you won't win. Yeah, all of my demons have to be level 99 in order for me to win that fight, and I'm just not. I'm not strong enough for that yet. Oh, it's just here. These games aren't linked plot-wise, right? I think 3 and 5 are loosely linked. Like, the links, if you recall, you fighting like Matador and all the other skeleton men. You do the same thing in this game, and this lets you fight the Demi-Fiend, which is the your protagonist.
Oh, interesting.
But the only one, as far as I'm aware, that are intrinsically linked to each other is SMT1 and SMT2. Everything else is technically standalone. They're loosely linked in a Dark Souls kind of way, of which, oh yeah, there's different worlds, and every game is a different world in that sense. But like, no, you don't need to know anything about fucking SMT1 to play this game.
Well, that makes sense. I need to get out of this area that I'm in. I haven't even looked at how to get to the DLC yet. And if you're wondering where I am, I'm in Giant Conquering Hero's Grave. And you're avoiding spoilers still, that's good.
Do you have any other DLC side quests like Artemis, Cleopatra, the one dude that looks like he's from the 16th century in the game DLCs? Oh, you know what? There's some fights I have to do. You absolutely correct. There are some other fights that I have to do at that one area.
I'm doing a new run and I haven't gotten my first great run yet. Great run? I actually don't know what that is. Or did you mean another word? Oh, this is we were talking about in terms of like politicians and how annoying they are. Context. Like the fact that the like Biden offers to donate bombs to Israel, and then Trump is offering to just bomb Palestine for them. Like, that's not really; those are not very good options, if you could call them options. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They are center right, yeah. I think that there's I think that's just how it goes when you hire old people to do a job for newer people.
Any last words?
And you are correct about that.
Now die.
Right now I'm literally just trying to think about how to get out of here.
I'm gonna Google something, see if I can find an answer. Yeah, all I'm saying is that old people wouldn't exist. They would just die sooner. I have no idea.
They die in their 40s.
I don't know about 40s. I feel like we'd be able to live longer than that. When does age start really catching up with you? I guess 40s and 50s would make sense, yeah.
I hear people in their 30s complaining about their back all the time. I think it's time to put them down if they do that.
Basher, what do you think? Should I get rid of Makarakarn for Tetrakarn, or should I just leave Tetrakarn? Get the one with Magic Repel? Alright, we'll leave Tetrakarn then.
You don't want them to. I don't want them to die sooner either. It's that's another out of context thing. We were talking about ageism and the idea that old people shouldn't be in politics.
Old people shouldn't be doing a lot of shit. I got Turbo Granny's Essence. Let's go. Old people should be doing a lot of things.
Yeah, really. Yeah.
Sorry, that exchange was funny. Old people shouldn't be doing anything. I got Turbo Granny's Essence.
That's actually perfect. Go see the world, explore, experience art, maybe make some of their own. Yeah. I would much rather old people do things other than politics, though. And it's kind of weird because it's like alienating a percentage of the population, but I just think that if you don't care about the fruits of the trees that you're planting, then you're not going to be planting very many trees.
I get sick and tired of hearing 23-year-olds complain about back pain. Like, bro, please go outside and take a walk. Your body is begging you to stop sitting all day. While I agree, you could be like in a situation like me in which you just have a terrible chair. In fact, that is my birthday present to myself. I'm going to get a better chair because holy shit, this $50 office chair is actually falling apart.
I've heard that it's easy to get a sponsorship for a gaming chair, and you get that chair for free basically if you just say I'm getting this chair and you do an advertise for it. I don't know how to do it. I've just heard from other streamers that it's like the first thing that they would sponsor for.
Gaming chairs are also shitty.
They are, yes, I agree entirely. I would never want one. That's why I don't have one. My mother was willing to get me one, and I was like, no.
I actually got rid of my perfectly fine office chair when I was moving from Chicago to Philadelphia for a gaming chair, because everybody fucking has a gaming chair, so like they must be good, right? Wrong. They're awful.
I feel sorry for the people that find out there, and this includes you, Nugbones, that figure out that you have scoliosis later rather than earlier. That sucks. Oh, that's why I'm getting killed.
I actually didn't need to use my magic there, but it's fine. I got 8 grimoires out of that. God. Anime noises.
This'll do.
Alright. After I look at some areas, make sure I have the map filled out, we're gonna go do some gauntlets.
Can I offer advice? Not dying, maybe not using weak weapons.
Here.
Sorry, Nuglet is offering advice. What advice would you like to give? Feel free. I actually don't even care about spoilers, really. I'm actually gonna switch out my weapons though, because I did want to switch out to something else.
This'll do.
Well, let that be your spoiler warning for Elden Ring on my side.
Well, no, yeah, well, it's not. They're not going to give me any spoilers. I know that much. Try hitting the pillar that shoots flames. Oh, I was letting it kill the guy though. I'm running what red do. Oh yeah, I guess. Yeah, I do have that. I don't remember how I got it.
How
They
the
do
hell?
have since they are pyromancers.
Ah. I was overthinking it as usual.
That's this weapon, right?
I can't believe it took
yeah.
me like a specific side mission to notice that those silver things are fucking apples.
So, Nugbones, I have 2 of these because my brother saw me running around with one of them and he gave me 2 of them. Yeah, the bleed. My character is a bleed build, but I wanted to have twin daggers because I liked how this attack works. The only downside with this weapon is that I would rather have the special dodge I have for myself, but instead it shoots out blood, which sucks.
Oh, there you are. Oh. Ah, nice. Got that feature. I don't know who added that feature in to have the thing that like just fast travel you to the place where you need to go, but give them a raise. That's such a good thing. I would like to point to bring to people's attention the anime/manga Dandadan. If you don't know what that is, you should definitely look into it. It is so good.
This is this isn't necessarily it's just a twin dagger build, but I do have 2 of these because why not? I think this one's, oh yeah, that one's only +0, so definitely want to increase its stats. The only problem is I don't like I've said this before, I don't like the splash attack. I'd rather dodge.
Dandadan is about basically this one kid and this one, I mean 2 kids. This one girl and this one guy like walk into each other, and what ends up happening is one of them goes, aliens aren't real, and the other one goes, fucking spirits aren't real, and they both try to prove each other wrong, so they go to like relegated alien / spirit like hotspots. And turns out they're both correct, and hijinks ensues.
So, I need to answer this question real quick.
Go ahead.
Somebody asked me if I'm going to beat this game before hitting the DLC. So my goal right now is to escape this area that I'm in, which is like the Tomb of a Giant Slayer or something like that. I don't actually remember what it's called. And then I'm going to try to start from the very beginning and see if I got all the bosses before I get to the DLC. I don't really want to beat the game yet. I might get through the DLC first. Right now I'm just trying to get out of this area. Sorry about that. Continue.
I was just gonna say one of my favorite out of context moments is them running away like down like a highway area, sprinting full speed, breakneck speed, being chased after a giant crab.
You want to ask me my opinion? What is your opinion? What is the opinion of mine that you would like to have? Oh wait, I don't want to fight this guy. What am I doing? Let's get him over here first. Actually, okay, good.
do you spell that? Give me 1 second. I'll put it in. Put it in my put it in my chat.
Oh, I'm an idiot.
And then I will also put it in my Discord. There. The anime comes out in October, and I'm very excited for it. You don't need this. You don't need that. Another one of my favorite features of this game specifically, as opposed to all the rest of the SMT games, is that if there's one particular like demon you just or like you like it like lore wise or whatever, you can carry it until the end of the game. I've kept my pixie up from the first demon I've selected all the way up until now, which is basically endgame.
Excuse me.
Is it 157 chapters? I will double check, but I think that is correct.
If Maria from Silent Hill were in Elden Ring, what weapon would she use? I actually think she'd be a mage. I think she'd be a magic user, which I don't think it is the answer that you were hoping for.
B-Man, the source that I have is 156 chapters, so probably.
Faith strength is a cool concept, like a paladin type thing. I'm literally, my build is like Fashion Souls exclusive. Like, I'm just trying to be fashionable. Burn, baby, burn. I never use magic, and I'm not trying to harp on people that use magic, even though I do agree with the sentiment that it is easy mode. Hiya.
I don't know if it's paper for eating or for reading. So what makes a easy mode?
Oh, good.
Oh, you like, okay, so when it comes to combat, you have to time your moves, you have to dodge, you have to attack fast, you have to make sure you time and balance everything out, otherwise you otherwise you die like that. Whereas for mages, I feel like what you do is you stand off to a distance and auto aim, and then you just kind of target your enemy from a distance and try to stay safe that way. I feel like one way you could make it a little bit more difficult, in the sense that it'd be comparable to like the other builds, is if like you had to type in like a Hadouken or a cheat code combination before you do the spell.
Let's say, or make it so you have to like do something in terms of like standing here to cast said spell.
Yeah, exactly. Like to give them more than just standing there, because otherwise it's just, I'm going to stand here and do damage to you. At this point, armor doesn't matter much. Dressing in the way that fits my character. Exactly. My character is like overdressed on the top and then wears a dress or a skirt, which I think is hilarious.
Yes.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I forgot there were overworld. Submissions.
Yeah, boy.
The most magic that I use in this, so you get a dodge in this game that's a normal roll, but the magic spell that I have is a dash instead, and I definitely prefer the dash to the dodge. I'm dropping frames.
Oh, hold on. He just said something interesting.
Hold on. That's interesting they're saying that. My OBS has not caught the frames lost.
Faith and strength are the only stats you need in a Souls game, says B-Man.
A moment, please.
That's the equivalent to Monkey Fist, in my opinion.
Hey!
I'm joking, by the way. I'm not being serious at all.
You got me, man. I don't know.
First of all,
All right, here's for anybody who's interested. Here's the Yakumo lore.
Hold on, let me figure out what you mean by dropping frames. Like, how bad is it? I did a fresh restart and update on my computer and everything to avoid this, so it's a little bit concerning. And not in the Elon Musk way.
Actually, I'm going to temporarily hide stream advertise to make that easier to read. Oh. He lost his parents that early, and considering his own spiritual sensitivity, it looks like Yakumo was alone for most of his adolescent life.
Okay. So the frame rates are getting lost when I'm playing this. All right, let me find out what's going on.
So it's not OBS; it's like something in between.
Yeah, it's something else is messing with it. Something communication-wise. So
Yeah, it sounds like a packet loss.
Well, it's amazing that OBS is not detecting it. All right, let's see.
It could be Twitch. Chad, how is it? How's everything on my side? I assume everything looks fine since you guys haven't said anything.
That was the same report I heard. I have some thoughts I'd like to share. Yakumo has been an outcast in human society since childhood. Even back then, his only real companions were demons. Based on the statement from his adolescence, he genuinely felt close to them. Certainly closer than he was with any human. A sharp contrast to the Yakumo you've known from your encounters in the present.
I can't imagine it.
Understandable. Difficult to picture when all his behavior now suggests the exact opposite. But even I've seen the cruelty of the world we live in. And sometimes, behind deep hatred, you can find a deep love fueling it. Wouldn't you agree? Yakumo's had to endure plenty of tragedy, even besides the death of his parents. His scars run deep. Perhaps his mission, this obsession with slaying all demons, was something he needed to cling to, just to keep a grasp on his own identity. In any case, it's just a theory that occurred to me after reading our reports. Whatever the truth is, we may never know. More relevantly, Yakumo has given up on the throne. For those of us who still seek to remake our world, that is the only thing that matters.
This is so interesting.
Let's move, young man. We still have a ways to go before our journeys end.
So this game is 100% the like when they were talking about re-releasing this game, they were like, oh, there were so many things that we wanted to do for the original release, but we didn't have time. And you can tell that they even now they still didn't have time to put everything they wanted into the game.
Yes?
Yeah, why is it called Bethel? Let's see if I remember right. The name is the location mentioned in the Old Testament of the Bible. It apparently means house of God. And it turns out the house of God is full of angels. Big surprise, right? That's lame.
Yes.
After Armageddon forced a myriad of gods of Japan to expend their power and go into hiding, the Japan branch strength was depleted and therefore was in danger of being absorbed. That's why we used the protophane technology and mass-produced the Aogami model to prove that we could still fight. Because in Japan, protophanes have been created and developed as heroes time and time again, as for as long as anyone can remember. Protophanes have been created since the beginning of time? Weird. Let's deliver this goddamn... There it is.
see you.
Sitting here to try to get your help with something. With the data we've acquired from Bethel's battles, we are now able to initiate a special battle training. The data regards the most prominent demons from the armies of chaos, but is incomplete at the moment. So we'd like you to provide some battles of records from the AI to learn.
Thank you.
Okay. Alright, we got some gauntlets to do. You?
Hey! Oh, thank you.
These documents contain the results of an additional background check of Yoko Hiromine following the incident of Tokyo Metropolitan's government building. We discovered that our original background check on her was filled with falsified information. That was likely the work of the Dish2. They do excel at manipulation after all. The fact that the staff member who prepared the documents regarding her initial background check doesn't have a clear memory of doing so is probable proof of that. In any case, these documents here will give you an idea of her Hiromine's movements when she was in communication with Lilith. You were a great help. If you don't mind, please let me say this to the other researchers here. I see.
Hey!
Ah, here we go.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah, we have some gauntlets to do. There's one mission that I have to complete, and I have to use the I have to do the special fight. I need to talk to the other guy first. All the links is okay.
I'm good. I'm currently just testing
Yeah, alright.
frames in the background. I think I know what's causing it. Weird
Yes.
issues.
Well, what do you think the issue is?
Be seeing you.
My claim of what the issue could be, and yeah, I know it's Nugbones. I actually have my stream pulled up too. So the issue is that it's calling sources from Twitch in a browser extension. So like oh no, it's okay. Nugbones, I'm curious though, when did you start noticing the dropped frames? Was it happening only recently? Or is this something that's been happening a little bit? The thing is, OBS isn't telling me that it's losing it, so that's the fascinating thing.
Yeah, it sounds like a connection between OBS and Twitch itself, so.
Mm-hmm. Okay, a minute or two before you first mentioned it. Got it. Okay. I think I have a solution in mind. Alright, where is I don't think it's graphics. So
I
that's
have
good.
something very funny I could do. So, in this game, there are abilities to respec your stats. And it'd be really funny to respec all of my stats and put everything in one specific stat.
Should be all luck. That's what I did.
Well, that would just give me crit hits.
Well, that's good.
So,
all right.
All right. We have some fights to do. Before I do that, I did not mean to do that. Shit.
Actually, so I'm going to. It's okay about the troubleshooting. I'm going to quickly test something. I'm going to close out OBS real quick. So I'll be right back, guys. Make sure you refresh soon. I'm going to do a sort of artificial reset of OBS, though. And it's mostly the CPU that's getting devoured. All right, let's just. I'll be right back, guys. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
I didn't mean to use it, but I mean, now everything's maxed out now.
Pardon me?
He gave me a small glory crystal. Wow.
Indeed.
Learn to Narukami. That's so good. I don't use catastrophe here. So Narukami is a piercing electric attack. So it does heavy electric damage and it pierces through. So even if it has a resistance, it'll go through it.
Indeed. Indeed.
You do not need that.
One second.
Yeah.
Sorry, I meant something else, but last.
All right, Hayato is at level 99.
Indeed. Pardon me?
My man gave me back the grimoire I used on him. That's funny. So can anyone reach level 99? Yes, Hayataro is a very good demon. He's fucking one of the best ones I've ever had, actually. Let's give it to Alilat. Alilat being level 99 should be fine. I'm not gonna fuse you, so you don't really need no electric. Debilitate? Ah, shit.
I think I figured out a solution.
What is your
I
solution?
disabled everything that is not visible on my OBS because I think that it was competing with all the stuff that was invisible. We'll
That's
see.
odd, though. That's very weird. Like, you,
Yeah,
you should get, like... Do you have your stats up on OBS?
I do not, but this is a test. I currently look like it's okay, but... Alright, this looks a lot better. Yeah, so I think my issue was that I had a bunch of invisible processes happening in the background.
Okay. That would make sense. But I usually have my stats up on OBS so I could tell, like, what's taking CPU. At least that's what...
Yeah,
That's what helps me, at least.
Yeah, it was literally just trying to... it was trying to call all this information that I wasn't using. So that I think I just fixed that. But it has drop frames every so often, but I think it's better. I think this is okay.
Yeah, I definitely did not mean to respec my stats there. But now I have more things at 100%, so... Or 100...
Well,
100.
Nugbones, I have fixed it. Thank you very much for drawing your attention to drawing my attention to the problem. I appreciate that.
Say thanks. Look into Look at say.
It's my biggest problem is that I often like just drag and drop images into my OBS and I don't put them away. I don't delete them afterwards.
Oh,
So
yeah,
like
I had to do
builds
that.
up.
Yeah, I had to do that when I was doing my Nuzlocke a few years ago with my cousin. In order to show like who had what Pokemon on their team, we like just dragged and dropped a bunch of like Pokemon onto the OBS source, and that did that to me too.
Yeah, eventually it just lags it because it's trying to call all this information on your network at the same time. And yay, looks like that's exactly what was wrong.
Welcome
Good.
to the world of shadows, where demons gather.
Honestly, that should. I'm surprised it didn't show up as like a network issue, but it shows up as a CPU issue. That's so weird. What's this guy doing? Okay, buddy. That's weird. This guy's not trying to fight me. Hi, buddy. Are we friends now? Oh my god, thank you for the gifted subs. Jesus.
How many did you get?
Just now got a bunch of gifted subs. I got 10 gifted subs from General NoFrag, who is once again totalitarian dictator of the stream. Look, I have a friend. Apparently this guy won't hurt me. Even if I stand up? Oh, that's weird. But thank you very much. That's awesome. I greatly appreciate that, NoFrag.
If you're here and you're not already following links, please do so.
Well, thank you very much. Yeah, I greatly appreciate the support of helping me pay for my internet bill, and I'm going to be moving soon, so like this is helping a lot. Why is this guy not attack? Oh, there we go. I think he lost me for a moment. Hey. Thank you for allowing those 10 people to not see ads. I just realized there's an ad running now. I'm watching my stream in incognito because I'm making sure about the frame rate issues. Do you need requirements to in Elden Ring to play DLC? I don't think so. I don't know. My current I don't feel comfortable going into the DLC yet. But my character is pretty close to being like level 80. I think that you just need to beat 2 bosses is what I've been told. And I've heard that there's some special items that like level you up or like they boost your stats so that like in the DLC area, no matter what, you're gonna always be okay. Like you can find an item that will get you to where you need to be. Yeah, the only 2 bosses, which is pretty cool. I'm thinking about just escaping this area. I think I'm just trapped in here, so I'm thinking I just want to leave it. Oh god.
What? How did I? What? How did I do that?
Alright, yeah, it looks like I have some dropped frames, but it's not that bad. It's a lot better than it used to be. So yeah, I think there are only 2 bosses they have to beat. Do you guys know the names of the bosses you have to beat?
I didn't have one later. Okay, got it.
How is this?
I believe one is Mog. Oh, look at that. The blood splatter just went into a really pretty pattern on the wall.
Psychopath.
Star Scourge and Radon. I did get Radon. Yeah, I beat Radon at level 40, which is my #1 claim to fame on this game. Before the patch. Oh, and there goes my frames. Wait, only when I'm up here?
Alright, I'm probably actually too strong for most of this, so I'm just gonna go with this. Alright, let's start these fights.
I have a cat that is licking my fingers as I'm playing.
You know that means they want to eat you, right?
Oh, absolutely. She will definitely devour all of my face when I am dead.
Alright, B-Man, good luck, bro.
Hey!
Alright, I've already done that one. Shinagawa battles. They are currently set to level 100. Jesus Christ. This song is so good. Fuck, this song goes in. I definitely need to be better prepared for something like this. Let's just start with this.
Oh, I found the thing that makes this guy weak. I don't know why I didn't see it the first time I ran over here. And it looks like I'm still dropping frames, but it's not as unbearable as it was.
Any last words? Now die.
Alright, let's try that again. Giant conquering hero grades. I need to find out if this is like... I feel like I need to look at on YouTube how someone gets through this area so I can see if I'm actually doing okay.
This!
Give me a challenge.
That so far has been the only damage we've gotten. And that's only because he started first. You're to darkness.
I'm gonna see if I can find the exit of this cave because I'm stuck in here maybe. Where is this?
Fall into darkness.
Why did I come here? I feel like I feel as though... Oh. I feel like there's a reason I came to this area. And I can't remember it, so like the last time I played this game, I was just like literally trying to get a checklist of things done, and I don't even remember why.
I didn't even know he could do that.
Oh, am I right at the beginning of it? Just occurred to me, I'm right at the beginning. I can just leave this area, it's fine. I never even had to be here.
Okay.
Now I'm gonna go explore elsewhere.
try that again. Actually, let's try the first one. Let's try the first level, but on level 100. See what that's like. Oh. Totally forgot to do something.
Welcome.
Yep.
Frame rate's not terrible. Good.
I totally forgot about my miracle powers. Okay.
You wish. You wish to. You wish to. You wish to. You wish to.
Alright, now those hit even harder.
You wish to learn.
Okay, so Mog is in this direction. Got it. All right.
You wish to learn this. You wish to
Alright, I've spent all my glory.
return.
Hallelujah.
Hallelujah. Alright. What the fuck? There he is. Let's try.
Oh, maybe the whole reason that I went inside of this place is literally to get to Mog. That's actually really fascinating.
Alright, let's try the level 100 challenge. You're weak to ice, right? So I think you're weak to ice. Actually, I have Hydra in my thing, don't I? I could just check. Resist ice. Okay, yeah. What I should do... Let's just switch you out for... Switch you out for Vishnu.
Your turn. Go.
Hayato will holler at them in for me.
I shall assist you.
Alright. Luster Candy. What do I have?
Here.
Alright, I will pass. Debilitate. Luster Candy. Meteor on. Succession. Let's give this bitch a bath.
Oh shit, heed my call.
Why is this thing missing?
Oh shit, heed my call. Oh shit, heed my call.
Oh.
Oh shit, heed my call.
That did less damage than I thought that was going to do.
Oh shit, heed my call. Let's go. Oh shit, heed my call.
I actually don't know anything about John Wick except my brother likes the movie.
I mean, it's a fun movie. It's definitely a movie you like. You can watch all of them once and then never watch them again. But they're fun.
Have you ever seen Kingsman?
Yes.
What'd you think of that one?
I think if you're looking for a comedic take on like an action movie, that is definitely more fun than John Wick.
Got it. Well, I personally think that Kingsman is missing its message. I don't know if it's trying to be a comedy or a spy movie, and it feels like it's in a weird place that it doesn't work in both regards. But that's me.
I haven't seen it in long enough to not have an opinion on what you just said.
Mm. Kingsman the comic was written by Mark Miller. And now I know. They kidnapped Mark Hamill himself in the comic. That's funny.
Ha.
Heed my call.
That's an oddly specific celebrity to kidnap.
What does Mark Hamill say about that?
It is. Does Mark like the comic?
Okay, the heads fell off.
Nicely.
They attack way faster than I expect.
Oh shit, heed my call.
You will die by my hand.
somewhere a heavy door is open. Yay!
Have you given any? Go ahead.
No, I'm sorry. I was just repeating what Jim was saying. What was that you said though?
I was gonna say, have you considered playing Fear and Hunger? I can't remember. I know I asked you this, but I can't remember what you said.
Have you ever did an Ivy League thing? Is that what you just said?
Sorry. Have you considered playing Fear and Hunger?
Oh yeah. I do plan on play. There's a lot of games that I have in store after I move, but yeah.
I think particularly Fear and Hunger is going to be one of those things that you'll either love it or you'll just fucking despise it.
Usually it's how it goes, isn't it?
Like, you won't have an in-between. You'll either be like, this game is stupid and it was an interesting thing that happened, but it's stupid, or you'll be like, oh, this is fun.
What if we watch the ending of Wanted and then read it? You'll get the idea. I don't know. Yes. Hunger has been mentioned.
I haven't seen much of Fear Hunger 2, but I've heard that it's definitely better than the first one.
Oh shit, heed my call.
Alright, 1. What's the next fight? Alright, let's see here. You guys are weak to electricity, I think. So, we change... Actually, I think we can actually keep what we have here. Pass.
About to get to tapped. Good luck to you, soldier.
This'll do.
I wish you the best of luck in this game.
Here goes.
You okay, cat? You okay, cat? Why are you licking my fingers while I'm fighting a boss? Don't you know how difficult that makes this game?
That's annoying. It's not the worst, though. Pass.
I don't know. I don't think this is a good time for us to do it. If so, Jumbo, just saying. Takes 1 minute and 20 seconds when you're done. All right. It's 85 degrees outside, and my cat is insisting on laying on my lap as though it's cold.
Huh. Cuddles are more important than heat problems, okay?
I guess so.
Alright, I will use Ruinous Thunder on Eligor.
Ruinous thunder! Ruinous thunder!
I didn't have my heal selected. Hello, welcome in.
Ruinous thunder! Ruinous thunder!
Narukami on you.
That was creative. Bye.
Was it bot?
Yeah. You did it? Good job, Lucky. That's actually amazing. Oh god. And you missed the bot, yes. Well, thankfully the message sticks around for a little bit after I get rid of him, so you can admire it if you want.
Ruinous thunder!
Alright, you guys gotta go. Let's bring in Sandalf on. Should I bring in Thor? No, let's bring in Sandalf on.
Enemy attack.
Ruinous thunder!
It's funny that the most common thing you see from from like bots and stuff like that is that they're like, "Hey, best viewers over here, best cheap viewers here." It's such a weird claim.
Yes, buy viewers.
Yeah, not only by viewers, but like best viewers. I think the best viewers are the ones that actually engage in my conversations.
Yeah. Yes.
You do what you think is important, Jumbo. That's what matters. Oh my god, suck. It's funny, I'm doing really good sometimes. Like, my first attempt at this guy, I got him past his halfway point. Now I'm, like, struggling. I was doing so good.
Well, you're trying to. It's always the problem of applying what you learned during the fight, and that always will give you like a crossover of you're being shitty now.
Mm-hmm. Let me see if there's another thing.
Also, Batra, we don't have Metatron, but we do have Sandalf on his brother, which is funny. Okay, as long as he doesn't summon more, we should be fine here.
Welcome back, Connor. How are you doing?
I do find it funny that that Sandalf praises the Lord every time he attacks, though. All right, if we hit him with Ruinous Thunder 4 times, I think he'll die.
I'm doing good. Jumbo's trying to get me to read a comic book and watch a video on stream. Would you like to say which one again, Jumbo? Because Connor is a comic book enjoyer too. Jumbo is also bouncing between streams, so... Wanted, there you go.
Oh, Wanted, the movie was amazing. I haven't actually read the comics for it.
I didn't realize they were the same.
Alright, fire now.
It's a good read? Okay. Seeing the ending back is funny. That's great.
I don't actually know if I have anyone that can do fire. Okay, well, I have the Hydra.
Jumbo, you've been hoarding points since day one. It's almost, I think that you resent me for having you pay points sometimes.
Double check. Yep, she's weak to fire. I think you have fire, right? I don't necessarily want to use you because you're also weak to stuff, but I don't really have a choice at this moment.
Let's go.
Let me try this fight one more time, Jumbo, because it just occurred to me when I summon this one person, I lose health, and I forgot entirely that that's what happens. And that's why I was getting killed.
All right, let's have you on. Oops. Which stat is higher? My magic or my magic stat is higher. Murakumo would take less. Murakumo.
Any last words? Now die.
There we go. I win!
Good job.
Zamor Curved Sword. And I got a mask! Time to hide my ugly face.
Debilitate.
Thank you for the 10 bits.
Let us test you.
Well, that hurt.
So, you wish to die.
Of course. You know, I like to think that George R. R. Martin wrote all of the furled fingers that you can read. Hello, Antonio. Got your rare disc. It's on your way to you tomorrow. What is the rare disc that you got? Alright, let's leave this area.
I did not mean to do that. I wanted to do Meteor Run. I just hope she doesn't kill me next turn then. She has a lot of health this time around.
Fall into darkness.
Well, how is Infinite playing? What do you mean by how Infinite playing?
Yes, let's go.
This is it's Friendly Fridays. You remember how Friendly Fridays works? I just have an open call for people to talk on my call whenever they want.
I'm currently playing Shin Megami Tensei 5. I'm doing a challenge boss gauntlet, and I'm winning so far, but I'm worried about this last one because she has a move that can destroy me.
Oh, I got a rare mask. Is that what you're saying? Oh, where? Oh, did you put the link in the live chat?
I need to keep up Debilitate.
Oh wait, sorry, the thing. This one has. Oh wait, sorry. Apparently 10 copies.
Pass.
Crash 3 standalone demo. Oh, that's awesome. Yeah, it just occurred to me. Got it. Put it all in live chat. Cool. There are no slurs in the comic. I appreciate that you looked out for that. All right, let's see the end of Wanted, which is a spoiler for those of you that want to watch the movie Wanted.
Yep, there it is. That's a problem.
Hold on. I just so I can make sure Jumbo gets the full extent of what they get for their points. I'm gonna quickly mute you, okay, for this.
Yeah, okay, no problem.
I'll be right back. Oh, I should. I'll just hang up. It'll be rude otherwise. Be right back.
Okay.
Would you like a good dream?
Come on!
Here goes.
Now, kill! Say.
Okay, she just missed, which is perfect. Also good to know that that doesn't work that way. I'm going to do... We're gonna go crit. It's our turn now.
You ready?
Alright. Murakumo.
Murakumo!
Queen's Decree. I think that's what I want. Yeah.
Any last words? Now die.
Murakumo!
Any last words? Now die.
Damn, she has a lot of health. We're gonna have to switch out next turn. Alright, I think we keep up the debilitate. Ow.
Intrigue me.
Alright. Nagarat has to switch out, which is unfortunate. Who do we switch her in with, though? We need either guaranteed criticals or fire. And I don't think we have any more fire. We do, but he's level 60. It will be enough. Health Thrust is guaranteed critical, right? No, it's not. You're not strong enough, I don't think. You are support. This might help. She might help.
Your turn! Go!
So, you wish to die.
Pixie's your turn.
Let's go!
Juice.
Murakumo!
Nice.
Hello.
Welcome back.
Yes. So the comic is that supervillains won and formed an Illuminati, but they didn't do that in the movie. That is interesting. I wonder why they took a different direction. Maybe because it was a harsh direction.
Stop hitting me.
Maybe it's it's kind of like with Ghost in the Shell when they made the live-action movie. They changed the meaning of it from being your attempt to be who you are is what limits you, and then it changes it to ew, that's communism. You're gross. Get away from me.
I actually did end up watching or giving Evangelion another chance, and I have updated my opinion on it. You don't feel any which way about it at all.
Maybe
As
you should
opposed-
watch it 4 more times.
As opposed to hating it. I do quite
There you
enjoy the
go.
visuals. I do quite enjoy the visuals of it, but we got about halfway through the first series, and it's fine. I don't have any issues with it. I have an issue with the English voice acting, because the English voice acting makes Shinji so fucking annoying.
I've actually heard that Shinji sounds better in the Japanese version.
He sounds significantly less annoying.
That's interesting. But yeah, and I agree with Nugbones. You really have to watch the whole thing to really get an understanding of it.
Well, we only had time for about half of it, because when we got to about the halfway point, it was like 3 a.m.
Mm-hmm. Why would you watch the dub? You never know.
I didn't hear anything because this is not normally something that's within my circle, so I just gave it. I put it up to a vote that consisted of one person at the time, and I said, "You want to watch dub or sub?" And they said dub, so we went dub. And then I hated it, and I wanted to see what the sub was like, and it was a lot less annoying.
Oh yeah, that's right. There's 2 different versions of the dub. That's true.
That's also something I had a question with. Should I do version 1 or version 2? And nobody knew what that meant, so we just left it.
Yeah, I believe that there is Neon Genesis like renewal. I think that's the newer one. I don't know what to think about that. Oh, that's creepy. Look at those fingers.
Anyways, speaking of the one-person vote,
I don't think that Infinite's talking about rebuilds. I think he's talking about there's renewal and stuff. Get over here. I knew you can. Alright, hopefully.
haha! I'm currently making dinner. What's for dinner, Weez?
Shinji, crank that soldier boy. There you go.
I will say that I have a big problem with how everybody in that show treats Shinji. Shinji is literally trying to mind his own business, and everyone's like, "Shinji, why aren't you being a man?" I'm like, "Leave Shinji the fuck alone."
I hate Shinji. He needs to get in that robot. Just saying.
I
He needs to get in
understand.
that stupid robot.
I understand the idea of Shinji just getting the robot, but like the whole as well, especially from a viewer standpoint, like just have the action happen. You know what's going to happen. Get in the fucking robot. I understand that, but repeatedly Shinji has asked himself, "Why am I here? Why am I here specifically?" To which I go, "Yeah, why are you here? Go home." Obviously, the camaraderie with your father is not working out, and you're not really. It's not like you're like at a certain point. You weren't. It's not like you were making a lot of friends. So why did you come here? What did you want out of this?
He's too selfish to be a hero.
Okay. I assume that you're parroting popular takes.
No, I don't like Shinji.
Really?
Yeah. I think that he's an awful person.
I have not seen him do anything awful aside from
Being
understandably.
extremely selfish.
I've understandably not want to do the military thing, which is, you know, because we literally already had a conversation earlier this stream of who the fuck wants to join the military.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But I can't really get mad at him for that. Mind you, haven't finished. Maybe that opinion will change.
Yeah, I don't personally think you will. I'm not saying you will have the same opinion as mine. I'm not saying my opinion is objectively correct. I'm just saying that, like, my taste in people, he is a selfish person that probably should have just left entirely if he was going to be so useless.
He hasn't been useless, I don't think. I think the most useless person at the moment is the redhead chick. I can't remember her name. Asuka?
Asuka, yeah. Asuka's basically Sarah from Land Before Time.
I don't think I've ever seen that movie.
You don't have to. It's a really good movie that teaches you about death as a kid.
I honestly thought you were gonna be. It teaches you about not being fucking selfish like Shinji.
Yeah, that'd be nice. He's definitely very selfish, though.
I'm making breakfast burritos. You're making breakfast burritos? I'm not. This is not shit. Breakfast is. I fucking love breakfast. I can actually eat breakfast for every meal. I'm just surprised you're making it at fucking 5/4 p.m.
Well, the reality is, if you're breaking your fast, it is always a breakfast. So if you haven't eaten today and it's your first meal of the day, it is breakfast.
Bachelor says I don't see him as selfish. I see him as wimpy. Which I understand that, but like, I don't think it's a problem for him to be soft.
Yeah, I don't think it. I don't know. That's not a problem. That's fine. He's a wimp. That's fine. He has. There's the one thing that's wrong with him, in my opinion, is that he is a bad person. It's not about being a wimpy. It's about your decisions in life. When you're presented opportunities and you make a really stupid decision, you're an idiot.
I've not seen him do anything that so far that would I would consider him. So I don't know. Maybe that opinion will change, but
maybe. I personally prefer a lot more others. I say this having never seen the snow. I don't think it's selfish for a child to be scared and dumb and not want to fight. And he should have probably just never participated.
I agree with the sentiment that he probably shouldn't have participated. Because it seems to me this whole entire time that he does not want to be in this fight. But he's here for some reason.
Yet, he is given the choice to leave.
Yeah.
Why does he keep coming back?
Yeah, I will agree with that.
He's gonna fill the seat, waste everyone's time.
Yeah, I will 100% agree with that because it didn't. When I was watching that episode, I was like, why did he come back? Like, for what reason did he come back? Maybe he found his own reason to fight for him, because Homegirl was literally saying, "Hey, if you don't have a reason to fight, don't be here."
Mm-hmm.
And
exactly.
as far as I could tell, he didn't find a reason for him to start fighting. But I figured since he came back, he did, and I just didn't understand something. But all right, so you're telling me that he just straight up doesn't?
Yeah, he's wasting everyone's time. Yes, he is saying this to his stream as well. Yes.
My only gripe with him is that why is he here when he clearly got nothing better to do with his life, yet he is doing something, and then he questioned himself, why am I doing this in particular? That did happen. He did come back, and he's like, why am I here? I don't want to fight.
Yeah, you're here just to complain. It's like when you're working at a team store or something like that, and there's one person that's holding everyone back.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, we all clocked in today. Why are you dragging your feet?
I think it's because he's feeling forced to do it. I don't know if I agree with that, because he was given an out. Like literally, the first thing, even if you go on and take the route that like his father wants him to be here, the first thing his father says to him is, "Get in the robot or go home."
Yeah.
So like,
assume the reason was physical connection to Ava, avoiding spoilers for that. Yeah. No, you are correct, but his father still says you can go anytime you want. His father literally is like, if you don't want to be here, you can go. And as someone who does not have a father, I just want to say that like Shinji's reaction to that is extremely inappropriate. He should just leave. But what's left for him if he refuses if he leaves? He can just have the life he wants. If he wants to, like, the goal of life is not to be told what to do or what to be done. Like, you need to figure yourself out. Don't put the responsibility of how you're to live your life on someone else.
I don't know what the best
Look,
option here to do is, chat.
I'm gonna... Okay, so if anyone really wants to know the bottom line of my opinion, end of Evangelion. I am extremely bitter towards him for that. Like, that in my opinion, was the wrong thing. A lot of wrong things to do.
Why does it have to be so damn hot? The girl on screen or your food?
Probably the temperature outside.
Oh, thank God. I forgot we didn't actually have to beat her. We only needed to grade her down to half health. And I did that. Thank fuck.
I will say, I'm glad that you... Well, actually, you haven't really clarified. Do you like the character Rei?
I have no opinion on Rei.
Good. That's honestly the most sane take.
Because she doesn't really do anything. She's not really a character.
Yeah. That is literally my opinion. A conversation of a coworker who shows up and drags his feet is so funny. Well, thank you. Or comparison, yeah, thanks. That's literally what he is, though. He's just like, everyone is there to make sure they get out on time.
Okay, so it seems to me that there is no reason to do the level 100 challenges except to say I did the level 100 challenges, because I didn't get anything out of that.
Well, congratulations. I guess I looked at you more favorably.
So, we will be continuing to do the rest of these as the regular ones.
It's a non-character myself. I mean, it's Rei. Yeah.
I currently have a fan pointed point blank at my face. Isn't your father still home? Turn the AC on for a little bit. You should not die. I think that's reasonable.
Jumbo, do you want me to make it so that Infinite's chat is visible? I don't even know why I didn't do that. Let me
I
do
will
that
be
real quick.
right back. I need to go grab a box of tissue.
Just in time. One moment. What is it? Oh yeah, there we go. Whoa, it's so big. This chat is gigantic. There you go, Jumbo. I hope you're happy now. Oh wait, oops, I messed up something. There. Don't make his chat. Oh well, I don't know what you're talking about. Just take the abuse and look down on others for not licking the boot more. No, I'm good. That's not exactly what I'm saying.
I've returned tissue now.
See, Nugbones, what I see, my mentality is, if you're given the option to fight for your life, you fight for your life.
I have to be honest, I have no clue how to work this house's AC. Alright, that's a different problem.
Let's see if I can do this, can I? Yeah. Ow!
Your turn. Go.
Oh my god. Whoa. Game's about to... Oh no, it didn't crash. Okay, cool. Well... in that
Holy
way,
shit!
Nugbones, I need you to be aware
God.
you're a better person than Shinji, Nugbones. I need to remind you, Nugbones, there's a reason that my family doesn't let me have a job anymore. They all say that I'm a workaholic, and I'm not sure if that's true, but sometimes talking to people does make me think that is true.
You've not missed a day of streaming ever, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, but yeah.
I am in fact one of those I will die for the cause kind of people.
Alright, cool. He's not gonna instantly die. Jesus Christ. I do have to switch out Alice though. The burrito has been assembled. Ooh, sounds good.
I'm not reading it out loud. I saw the caps that says spoilers. Well, I'll just say you didn't learn it fast enough. And that's, again, why I'm bitter against him.
To get Shinji?
Yeah.
Okay.
Because of the spoiler in my chat, they have identified one of the reasons I am bitter towards Shinji.
I'm not entirely sure I care about spoilers. I appreciate the... Because, like, this is old and I'm not sure I care.
This is a series that is actually worth getting to the end without any spoilers.
Okay.
Because otherwise you know what to expect, and it's better to not... Like, imagine the fact that I have this angry response to Shinji even being mentioned, right?
Yeah.
Like, that is a response to the direction the anime went in general. It's not like I hate the writer. It's not like I hate the writing. The writing, in fact, was successful at making me passionate about this topic.
Yeah. The only reason I even considered watching Evangelion is because a YouTube like reviewer by the name of Totally Not Mark has decided that he's going to tackle Evangelion, and I've decided that I wanted to have my own opinion before he states his opinion. I go, yeah, that.
That's good. It's good to develop your own opinion on these things.
Cause I already know the way that Mark writes is that he writes it so well and thoroughly that I'm just gonna go, yeah, that seems logical and sound, and I'm just gonna probably end the thought there. So I want to have my own opinion before I do that. I've also been as I've been reading One Piece, I've stopped. I've taken a break from it for the moment, as you can tell by me not talking about it. But I've also been watching his reviews on stuff, and I've seen him like point out stuff from a writing perspective that I just entirely missed. So that's also good for that. That's generally why I do the thing that I do. But in this particular case, I would like to have my own opinion before defaulting to his.
I encourage that. Having your own opinion is definitely the superior opinion to have. I don't even know if my opinion is popular. I do know that Shinji is extremely popular as a character in Japan. Like, he's the most popular character. And I think in the United States, Asuka's the most popular.
Really? Asuka?
Yeah.
Weird.
He's very popular, but also very hated. Yeah, I don't. I've only seen a popularity voting chart once for it, and this was in 2009, I think.
Fair enough.
Ruinous thunder!
So far, knowing what I know about Shinji and being halfway through the series, he's really just a fucking kid. And like he's not like he knows what he wants to like fully capitalize on anything. So I don't necessarily mind that he kind of just went with the flow either, but I'm trying to word. I know what I want to say. I'm trying to word it correctly. I agree with the sentiment of he shouldn't be there in the fight if he doesn't have a reason for himself to fight. But as a child, I don't know if he's even come to that conclusion. He might not. That might not be something he's physically capable of doing.
Yeah, you're gonna have to watch the whole thing, I guess.
Yeah.
It's kind of like I guess a good way to describe it is like it's. Have you ever seen Breaking Bad? I'm not going to do spoilers. I'm just curious.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's like when I identified Walter as being a bad person, and I'm like, okay, so this is just like watching a nightmare of parent scenarios. So like, essentially, that's kind of how I am with Shinji. Is that like I kind of got him like pegged from the beginning, and I've been thinking about it like. Okay. I'm like, oh, great. He's not strayed too far. Infinite, from what I'm hearing, just gotta say, please stick with the whole series, plus rebuilds. I think you will get a lot of it out of it, says Nugbones. And I believe that's true. I actually haven't seen the rebuilds. The rebuilds are a sort of alternate retelling that is actually more of a sequel series.
Are those the movies?
Maybe. I guess that counts. I haven't seen the last one, Nugbones. I have not seen the very last one. Oh.
I mean, I'm not planning on streaming too long. I actually might actively go into... Because today I wasn't even supposed to stream. The only reason I'm streaming is because you're doing your open call. This is just going to be me hanging out in the Discord originally. But I might... look, because I think if we start like relatively soon, we might be able to finish the first part of Evangelion.
Yeah, there are not that many episodes, so it's not that bad.
Although Basha might hate that.
I like that thread. That's good. I do need to watch it. At the time, okay, so I didn't watch it immediately because I wanted to give it. Like, I don't have good access. I didn't have good access to where I could find it. Now I do. I have a good spot. I'll look into it, like, almost immediately after.
You may have the Kadishtu, but I also have the Kadishtu, bitch. She's weak to light. I need to summon... Where's Sandalfon?
Your turn. Go.
So Okay, I can't remember this. How do I revive? Oh wait, is this it? Oh, I never. Hold on.
This might not matter.
Ruinous thunder!
So I need to go. I was going the wrong way the whole time. Infinite, do you know any cool bug facts?
Not off the top of my head, but if Dizzy gets here, if you wait long enough, they have plenty of cool bug facts.
There you go.
You will die by my hand.
How's your day going so far, Guilfoyle? Welcome in. You just came in right when I finished ranting about anime character.
Welcome home, B-Man. How was your day? How was your day at work?
This'll do.
How was your day having a job?
Today has been a tad stressful, but trying to stay stoic. Well, you can be stoic if you need to. You can also feel the emotions if you need to feel them.
I would actually highly recommend taking some dedicated time to feel your emotions.
Exactly. I personally think that stoicism is a little bit overrated. As somebody who barely feels and expresses emotion.
I don't dislike the idea of stoicism for a public face. However, you do need to take some time to not have that.
There we go. I remember how to do this now.
Large to be here. B-Man, do you have an opinion on Evangelion?
Without spoilers, by the way, because
Yeah, 'cause I technically haven't finished
them. Is this the DLC? It is not. We are not in the DLC yet.
That is why Hayataro is on the team.
Hear me, Mother Earth!
Also, hi B-Man, welcome to my stream.
Shield us from harm!
In reflecting on my stress, evaluated that it's actually beyond my sphere of influence and control, so it's no rationality being feeling stress over. Yeah, that's true.
B-Man's opinion is I think it's overrated and I don't like it.
Well, you can ban them if you want. In fact, wait, they're in my chat. Hold on a second. There we
So
go.
you don't like the main character, but you do like it overall.
Yeah, I do love. I think that it is a very good anime. Mostly because it actually appropriately dictates, or not dictates, it appropriately covers how depression operates. They're very accurate with that. And in fact, I could be just criticizing Shinji for not having the mental faculties. Let's not be too hasty. I don't know, I can be hasty. This is my stream.
That's true.
Tell me my opinion of secondary characters. I think it's weird whenever I know this is an opinion of people that like the series. I think people are weird when they have crushes on Rey. That is one of the weirdest things to me. Like, I don't quite comprehend how that happens. That's just a weird thing. Like, I agree that she kind of doesn't really have a personality. It makes sense, but yeah. Asuka, I guess I made a joke that they're like Sarah from Land Before Time. By the way, Sarah spelled C-E-R-A, like Triceratops. There's an ongoing joke with that, is that I don't think I can get down this way. is that I actually ended up I had my girlfriend was had that personality. Infinite, do you know anime movie Galactic Express 999?
No.
Also, my favorite character, I can't remember his name. It's the guy who gets a little too close to the truth, and that's the end of that.
I will clarify I never finished either. If I gave it another shot, now I may have a different opinion. I will probably be trying to tackle the second half of Evangelion tonight. If you're interested, B-Man, in the Discord. Also, for anyone who's also interested, I will be starting Powerpuff Girls, starting with the pilot,
Wait,
the Whoop-Ass Girls.
Hold on, I thought you were done with that copyright nonsense.
Yeah, in the Discord. There's no copyrights in the Discord.
Oh, okay. You're gonna ruin it for all of us then. Hopefully they don't have any bots start crawling in there too.
That would be awful.
Yeah.
No freedom.
Well, that's kind of the world we live in. One of those weird experimental anime movies from the 70s. Yeah, no, I don't think Infinite goes beyond the 90s when it comes to anime.
I don't think I know anything from beyond the 90s.
Yeah, based on everything you've discussed. Have I seen the terrible movie Roar? Link's recommended me of my styles before. Oh my god, you've actually seen it on... Is that movie horrifying? For context, the movie Roar, some guy had access to like 25 lines or something, maybe more. And they had like hired a couple of actors to try to film a movie featuring all those lines and those actors, and none of those lines are trained, so like they're constantly like being gnawed at and like attacked by these lines at random in the movie. Oh, it's horrifying.
One gift sub away from the funny number? Wait, what?
Do you just need you about to get 27 or 24 subs? This guy is
I
dead.
have no idea what B-Man is talking about. All I know is that it'd be... Oh. They gifted you a gift sub to my channel. Yeah, he's at the funny number. What are y'all talking about? 69? Where do y'all seeing 69 at?
Weird backstory, but my grandfather, sorry, now dead, had one arm. He used to make up a tale of grandkids that a lion ripped it off. It was actually a factory accident. That's funny. There's a joke that I once heard that I thought was great. There was a pirate. He had a peg leg, he had an eye patch, and he had a hook for a hand. And he was showing it off to some kids at parent-teacher conference or whatever. And the kids asked him all sorts of questions like, "Oh, how'd you get the peg leg?" He's like, "Oh, I was about to get out of the water and an alligator came up and bit it right off." They're like, "Oh my god, that's horrifying." He's like, "What happened to your hand?" And he's like, I was in a fight with a rival pirate and he cut my hand off." Like, wow. And they're like, what about the eye patch? How'd you lose your eye? He's like, a butterfly. They're like, butterfly? It's like, it was me first day with a hook.
B-Man was talking about his overall gift subs to the channel. He has now reached 69 gift subs.
Now I get it.
I was like, what the hell are you talking about? By the way, B-Man, thank you so much for gifting Cunning Links a gift sub to my channel.
Oh, thank you very much. I have most of my notifications disabled because it was lagging me earlier today, so... the lines in the movie Roar are absolutely dangerous. It's kind of horrifying that they even allowed them to have funding for that movie. I'm an idiot. All right. I am doing terrible at this. I'm trying to like find out how I even got here. I'm going crazy. I need to go here. Is that the way down? Well, that is pretty amazing that you've watched that movie a bazillion times. Have you seen it since being an adult? Do you agree that it's absolutely horrifying that they allowed that to happen? That movie probably really should not have been made. Hold on, let's actually look for it. That eye patches were used to prepare low light conditions. Yeah, I actually have heard about that too. When you have one eye covered, it has it set to dark mode basically, and then you switch eyes. That is a very possible thing, and I like that idea a lot.
Please give me 1 second. I'll be right back.
One Mississippi. Where is he?
Okay, good.
Well, let's have a little look-see. Show us the video of you murdering this nigga.
Oh, please stop using the word murder, sir. It scares me.
Is this technically snuff?
My God.
Buddy.
Also, God, look at that motherfucker's hair! What the fuck?
Weiss. That's Weiss.
Holy
Hold on, I gotta go back.
Benny Maru from not Final Fantasy, fucking KOF.
That's Weiss. Square up, bitch, I put my hair up. I got hands like a god. It ain't even fair, bruh. Okay. Alright. Alright.
My lord. Alright. Alright.
しゃあないのう。ああ一丁景気のやれや
Give me one with a beat.
Okay.
Tell me this isn't Pokemon fight music.
Oh, it is. 100%. Yo, Mewtwo! I choose
そ
you!
こまでお客様がお望みならこの真島僭越ながらお相手い
I
たし
love
ま
it.
しょう
I shall overstep my station and
Tadashi.
dance with you.
私からは一切手出しはいたしま
I
せん
won't raise a hand against you.
何
Alright,
しろ
alright. How you gonna beat his ass?
お客様は神様
The customer
で
is
す
king.
からまだそんなこと抜かすかなめおって
What you gonna do, Majima?
さあ
What you gonna
ショ
do?
ータイムや
Yeah!
Blaster. And now for the cherry on top of this delicious ass sundae. I activate Sword Trooper's ability to
No, stop!
Damn, it feels good to be a gangster.
There you go. Now don't scratch.
Okay. What? Sway!
How?
Go to the other
How?
pocket. What the? I quit. I quit. I quit. We're done. I'm never
How
playing
did
this
you-
shit again.
how did you do
I'm
that?
not. This is not fair. This is fucking hacks. I call hacks. What anime is this?
Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and drink. Just gonna go ahead and finish my whole cup here. maybe I shouldn't have drank. Cause next round's gonna go real quick. Just saying.
Yo, okay.
Sacre bleu.
Okay, this must be the bone area they were talking about. It only took 8 years. Oh. Eat a dick. Eat a dick, eat a dick, eat a dick, 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 eat a dick, eat a dick, eat a dick, 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 eat a dick, dick. Eat a dick, 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 eat a dick, eat a dick, dick, dick. Haha!
Oh!
Can someone clip that? That was cool as fuck. How I fucking switched and then switched back. That shit was dope.
Yeah, you're dead.
Haha!
That's why it's his fucking close slash. What the fuck is that?
Happening?
What is that fucking? That's why I was like, what the shit is this? Like...
Yo, my anxiety popped the fuck off while looking at that. I don't. Hi.
Princess, you must not follow.
I'm a dude.
Is that Princess? You must be joking.
You are not sober right now. Jesus Christ.
I should have went for the. Okay. That missed because he's on the ground. That works though.
Sayonara, motherfucker.
That was a wild
combo. Words with Logan. Fuck Chad. Don't die.
Bring it back. Chad. Magic pistol bit. Oh, no.
Damn though.
Yo! Let's go Chad! Let's go Chad! That's my nigga.
I should have gone all in on Chad, dog.
Alright, I wish I was still asleep. Go back to sleep. I assume you're not because you have something to do, but... So, that happens, but you're not getting a combo off of that. That's literally just a get off move, right? Sway. Dude. Huh? Huh? What is happening? But there's no enemies here for me to fight.
Want to know what I thought about? Love interest in a visual novel can't exist without the protagonist. Without one, they lose their only reason to exist, the desire to be loved. I'm the only one who can grant their wish. I suppose nobody needs you apart from them either. I couldn't read what she said. It went by too fast. It autoplayed.
Bruh. I ran head out.
did not see coming.
Is it? Is it something that I didn't see coming? Because I didn't expect any of this. I didn't expect there to be a Atlas. Oh no. Wait a minute. Hold on. Wait a minute.
And Antares.
What's good, Teddy? Yes! Let's fucking go! Yes! Bro! Yes! You have 2 copies of the same book.
What was that about my butt?
Well, I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. And, well, that's not what I meant! I meant your butt's pretty normal.
Your butt's pretty normal.
I just happened to buy 2 of them.
I know, but they're like, you guys should put spoiler warning on your fucking tags, and I'm like, it's a new game. Like, if you don't want to get spoiled, don't watch anything until you play it.
No time for mercy.
Screen cap, please. Screen cap.
I'll clip it. You really hit a button there. Oh, that was a command grab. That was insane. You know what's also insane? You're deaf. And snap back to original position. Now say you're sorry.
Like a robot. That's it. Go upstairs to your room. You're in timeout, young lady. No!
Bitch!
Say you're sorry.
Sound effect.
Say you're sorry.
Faith, come back here right now.
I'll go get her.
I will go get her.
I'll talk to her.
This is not what I wanted, but it's fine.
What?
Did you not see?
Oh. I mean, you know, it's fine.
Alright. Do we have enough Pokeballs? If we don't, I don't care, because I think we do, okay.
Man, I'm so upset about the Zoroark battle.
Encounter. Oh, Jesus Christ.
Yo, bro!
Holy shit!
Yo, someone clip that.
What the fuck, dude?
I can't even catch him.
I'm sorry, Mia. I'm going to sleep forever.
Gonna be a homeless man now. Oh, right. Wet or not?
I would prefer you wet, but
She just like cracks up like that. She's just like, ah! Don't be so quick to throw in the towel.
You're Gwen's little boyfriend. You've got good taste, my man.
Leave him alone, Kevin.
We're just friends. Ooh, sorry, dude. Girls like guys with an edge. And no offense, you wouldn't know an edge if you fell off of one.
damn!
Yeah. A lot you know.
Damn!
You know, one of the complaints
Welcome
about
back.
this game that
Thank
I
you.
have. Hello, welcome back. One of the complaints that I have about this game is that the difference between day and night is not that big. It just always feels like it's daytime.
Welcome to
Everything's too well lit.
return. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to do one more challenge and then I'm going to end my stream because that phone call I had just made me incredibly anxious and I need to take a second.
All right, got it. Do you need to talk about it, or do you think that it's too personal at the moment?
It's just fucking. I mentioned before that I live with a narcissist, and basically, everything a narcissist tries to do is to get you back under their thumb so they can use you for their own self-validation. And I was trying really, really hard not to let that happen, but for fear of me losing the place that I live at, I kind of let them back in, and it was exactly what I thought it was. I'm kind of angry about it.
Okay. That's unfortunate.
That would beat them up for you. Thank you, big man.
Hopefully you'll be able to relieve that stress once you're done with your stream.
I'll get to try out the fucking thing that I've been telling people about, the diver's response, where you just splash cold water on your face and it'll activate and calm down. So I'll get to I can't even think about what I was trying to do. I'm so at a loss of what I was trying to do. Right, okay. Now I know what I wanted, because I wanted to go literally anywhere here. But
you love
yeah.
Elden Ring? I love Elden Ring too. Welcome in, Prime Buddy.
It was a little bit of a stress of me not being able to do what I need to be able to do because I don't have money, and I don't have money because I can't get a job because literally nobody will hire me, and I don't understand what the issue is. And so on top of that, I'm like, I could easily leave the situation if it weren't for that.
That is very stressful. I wish I had options to like propose on that, but like it's literally just
the only thing I can do is just keep streaming.
Yeah, or yeah.
I mean, obviously keep applying it, but. And it doesn't. I've tried as much as I do think it's important to talk about. I try not to complain specifically because complaining doesn't do anything.
Well, you're not necessarily complaining at this moment. You are venting, and it's not like there's definitely a very big line between like what you're doing and like complaining is like as if some people do complaining like small talk, but you're not doing that. There you go. That's what I'm trying to get across.
You're not working anymore, B-Man. I had the job at the dollar store for about a month. Basically, what ended up happening was that I am not a fan of busy work, and that's what all jobs want you to do. So the fact that I decided that there wasn't anything to do in the store because there wasn't anything to do in the store, we even sent people home early, and I was quote-unquote standing around, they decided to fire me. But I've also decided that was actually more than likely the fact that they originally hired me to go to work at a different store, but that store kept getting pushed back, so they probably just said, oh, that guy's not working, take him off the payroll, because we can't open the store fast enough.
A good and healthy vent is what you're feeling is 100% valid, Infinite. We are all rooting for you, says Guilfoyle. You guys ever wake up with sourdough under your pillow? Not in a long time. I haven't.
Sourdough bread? Yeast. How did you wake up with sourdough bread under your pillow? Did you sleepwalk food into your room?
It's like the Tooth Fairy.
What did you put on your pillow to get that equivalent exchange? Also, bullshit. The Tooth Fairy only puts $1 under your pillow. You know how much teeth cost?
Yeah, really.
Yes.
Oh my god. Okay, these guys are a lot tougher than I realized.
That's so stupid. Fuck dollar store. I think it was that particular dollar store. Although I would probably say fuck dollar store as a whole corporation. But that particular dollar store. So the thing that I knew I was being bullshitted is because they said, "Oh hey, can we come talk to you?" And I was like, I already been like, all right, I'm in trouble. right? And they go, "Oh, we're not in trouble. We are firing you, though." So,
That's funny.
like, what? Fuck.
How did exactly do you transition that conversation? That's weird.
Exactly like how I said. Like, oh, so I'm in trouble? Did I do something wrong? Oh, y'all wouldn't say you did anything wrong per se, but we are firing you.
I hope you got an employment.
I did not. I did because the reason why I do not have an employment is because Maryland's version of unemployment fucking sucks. It's damn near impossible to get.
Got it. I was just wondering.
It's one of those things where, like, you could go get an unemployment, but if you don't physically go to the office and go talk to somebody about getting it, which I cannot do because it's too far away and I don't have a car, you're not getting it because none of the systems in place work. You can't call in because that system doesn't work. You can't go through the website because that system doesn't work. Literally nothing works. It is not possible for you to do it that way.
Well, that's really unfortunate. I feel like you should still attempt. Like,
I did. I'm saying that it's not working because I did attempt several times. On top of the fact that I also had to do it for my own family member because they also needed to get unemployment. So I understand that it just doesn't fucking work.
Yeah, my stay is apparently a lot easier, which is nice, but I haven't gotten fired before, so I have never actually needed to apply for that, so I wouldn't know. It sounds really bad though.
I can't even say that I was actually fired as much as they used an exploit in my contract to let me go early. Because technically what they said is that, oh, you have a 1 month, a 30 days grace period, and yes, it's been 30 days, but it's 30 working days, so technically we can do this now. We don't want you to work here.
Yeah, that's messed up.
Is Maryland a right to work state? I have no idea if there's scabs in the state.
Well, the right to work thing is definitely interesting. I'm always worried about, like, oh god, no. Okay, sorry, I'm about to die. I feel like sometimes the right to work movements are unaware that they are also, like, forcing some bad circumstances for themselves, where I think the right to work is not necessary. I guess it really depends. I don't know. I'm gonna have to look into that. Never mind, forget what I was gonna say. I feel like I was about to say something, but I think it wasn't what I was looking for.
So if I put my whole jaw under my pillow, what do I get? The equivalent money of buying a car? That's what you should get. But yeah, no, the whole entire right to work thing is like, I understand it, but I agree with you that it is putting in some practices that aren't correct.
Yeah, I just know that there's some. I believe the right to work also like applies to, like, for example, let's say I live in District A, and then there's District B. Trash gets taken care of in District A, but I know District B is going to have trash taken care of, so I deliver my trash to District B. I get in trouble with the law for theft of services, like that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Or, like, if I noticed an old lady that their contracted worker hasn't arrived to deal with snow that is in front of the yard, and I decide to be nice, that is also theft of labor. It's a weird thing that I need to look more into. Like, I can understand what they're getting at, but also I feel as though it's a bit excessive and weirdly territorial.
Yes, yeah.
I actually wonder if it, like, contributes to oligopolies, which is, like, what the internet is.
Yeah. My point being is that the only money that I get is the money that you guys donate to me, either through being here, just being in streams, or gift subs, or personally donating. Whatever you guys do, You guys are literally my lifeline, and I wouldn't be able to do nearly as much as I could be doing without you guys. Like even the fact that that I have EBT, which is food stamps for is assisted food collecting for anyone who is an American. That goes away if I don't get a job, because you have to make a minimum amount of money. But zero money is not a minimum amount of money. So if I don't get a job by next month, I lose my only way of getting food.
Yeah, the U.S. deserves better because it doesn't really make sense. It almost sounds like how we describe Russia sometimes. But so Chris, to answer your joke with my own joke, his response was, he said, "Why aren't managers prosecuted for the wage theft in the same way shoplifting is?" My response is that it's always okay in the United States to steal from poor people. You're just not allowed to steal from rich people.
This is true. I didn't realize that Surtur had dialogue. I hate that her hair is blonde.
This'll do.
She used to have brown hair. Bring her back. Bring back the brown hair.
We don't need those weak phenotypes in here.
Your turn. Go.
I do miss the brown hair right now, but it just made her look like everyday blonde girl from high school. I mean, isn't Ishtar fucking? What area is Ishtar?
It's a movie.
Wait, hold on. Ishtar is Mesopotamia. Why would she be fucking white with blonde hair?
Because the white person conquered it.
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, we had the same conversation about Cleopatra in this game as well. About like how she's like a very pale skin, and like in the reason why that is because she's quote unquote beautiful. In the Japanese standard for beauty is having very pale skin, so it makes sense why they did that. However, Cleopatra is the queen of Egypt, and Egypt does not have white people in there unless they move there.
Yeah, I actually got one of my first racial arguments I had on stream was I got really angry at there's a bust of Cleopatra. I really like this statue of Cleopatra. It's just the head, and it's really cool. I'm actually a big fan of Cleopatra in general. Anyway, one of the things I don't like is that you can buy a replica of the bust, but fun fact, they made it they made the same bust with the same hairstyle, but they made it like she's an Anglo-Saxon. Like it is very clearly not the same type. It's just like it's missing all the features. Like she doesn't have the long nose anymore. It's just really weird and honestly quite offensive to me. And I got an argument with somebody on my stream. They're like, well, clearly she was white, because I'm like, are you an idiot?
No.
he's like, I'm actually a historian. I'm like, and yeah, and I'm a physicist. I can say whatever the heck I want to.
Yeah. Like even if you take like the argument of like, oh, she was Grecian, then she moved over to Egypt, she would still be dark skinned because it's fucking Egypt.
Yeah. I'm actually gonna go get those pictures real quick of what I'm talking about because it's important. Hold on. Petra. Yes. All right, so I'm gonna show you guys the two versions that exist. and how they irritate me so. I'm going to show you the one that irritates me first so you don't understand why I'm complaining. So this is the replica that you were able to buy on my screen right now. So this is the replica you're able to buy that I want my own version of the one that they're trying to pretend this is. And this is the actual original one right here. And this is what dramatically bothers me. Like, it's just so frustrating that they would do that. Ever notice that the people who are really concerned about the people who long assumed to be white, played by darker skin actors, are super okay with white Jesus and Cleopatra, etc.? Exactly, yeah, it's ridiculous. They like whitewashing. Wait, by the way, I do think it's funny though that I do think there is something to be said about like comedically the actors are just generally given like they'll just randomly insert a different race into it just to make sure it's inclusive, just randomly, which is fine at the same time, but it's funny. There are instances, like, for example, Robin was going to be black in the original Batman series with Tim Burton. In fact, Two-Face was black in the Tim Burton version of Batman. And then, but I actually am more irritated by the Scarlett Johansson being Motoko Kusanagi. But yeah.
See, the reason why Scarlett Johansson being Major doesn't bother me is because she's a robot.
Wait, are you saying... Well, hold on. Now, let me explain to you why that is an irritation. As somebody who's a big fan of Ghost in the Shell. It's annoying because... It's super annoying because they made it an entire plot arc in that movie. They didn't have to do that. But because of the controversy, they rewrote the movie so that they could justify their decision as their casting directors. They wrote an entire 2/3 of the movie around this concept.
Okay, so I will actually say that I have not seen the movie because at the time I did not, when it was relevant, I did not watch the original Ghost in the Shell. So I was like, why would I watch the live action?
Yeah, I just prefer the anime. Someone I remember someone who was really concerned about Hamilton being black in the musical because their kids would think he was actually black. That's so weird. You know what's also weird? When people are afraid of their kids becoming gay if they know about gayness. Like,
yeah, that's not how like the whole entire like argument of fucking like, oh, we should get all the gay people and fucking get them all, round them up and kill them. Like, how do you? Gay people don't reproduce. They're gay.
It's like, yeah, gay people certainly didn't have straight parents. I just think it's weird that there is an assumption that just being aware of gay people will turn someone gay. Like, in my opinion, that implies something about the person who's saying it. Like, it's like people that think that being gay is a choice. It's like, are you sure you're not asking yourself the right questions right now? Like, why do you think it's a choice? It is a choice for you. Have you considered that this bi-erasure thing applies to you?
Huh.
Did I see that old interview with Anderson Cooper on CNN? I actually have seen very little with Anderson Cooper. I've mostly seen only the stuff that he goes viral for, so maybe I have seen it, but like, at the moment I can't think of it. Oh, defend her pastor's comments that gay people belong in cages? No, I have not seen that.
What the fuck?
Yeah, that's pretty messed up, and what a weird place to try to defend. Some people just fighting battles they don't have to fight.
You thought one Meggy Dolan was bad. Wait till I do it 4 times. Romance is still romance, doesn't matter, but it's gay, lesbian, straight, bi, who love who you want to love. Yeah, but people don't understand that. People, for whatever reason, want rules to things that don't need rules.
Can I explain to you also something else that's funny to me that's kind of in line with this? There are people that say that they don't like that pride parades like show how flamboyant and out there gay people are. There are some people that say things like you shouldn't be proud of hedonism, which is stupid. But so what I wanted to get at is though that like there are straight people that like do these kinds of things all the time. Like they'll tell you, oh, we're trying for a baby. It's like, oh, please don't tell me that. That's creepy. Like I don't need to know this. And then there's also the circumstances of people like I when I was working selling ice cream, I literally there was a what are they called? It was a man and a woman. The woman was profoundly younger than the man, and they were just role-playing in front of me, and it made me extremely uncomfortable. And I'm like, I don't need to be involved in your bed right now. Just buy your ice cream and get out of here.
So that actually was I remember when I was going to church, that was actually something one of the deacons said to me as one of the lessons was like, oh yeah, these two gay people were very, very aggressively kissing each other in public. And like, you're a child at the time, so you're like, okay, yeah, maybe you shouldn't kiss each other in public. But like, now that I'm an adult, I'm like, people do all kinds of weird shit.
Yeah, people are really weird in public for sure. Oh, I can't pause. Oh, Filler is in my chat. What are you saying, Filler?
Hello, Filler.
Elden Ring, more like Elden Cringe True. Whoa, have you ever changed the fonts of your comments above your webcam? Oh, it's because it's showing his chat too at the same time. That's to let that font changes to let me know that I'm not on my normal settings. It's not pride in the hedonistic sense though, it's pride in the sense that it's not shame. Bro, I hate when people tell me they're trying for a baby, like, you don't need to know how much sex you're doing. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. It gets really weird.
Like, that's like
normalized. That's
like
the heteronormative.
Yeah, like it would be fine if like we were like close, and it'd be like, oh, how things going with your fiance, husband, whatever you want, like, right? Like that'd be different. But like,
if we're not in a polyamorous relationship, I'm not interested at all.
Right.
Just saying. I think, to be honest, I think people should kiss in public no matter what their sexual preference. I don't want to see. Yeah, I don't like kissing in public either. I think it's weird in general. Mostly because when I worked at my workplace, my friend, who I still visit, the one that had a stroke, had a boyfriend who was insanely jealous of me, even though he had no reason to be. Please be aware of that. He had no reason to be. Every time he would make out with her, he would make eye contact with me. So, like, I really don't like when people kiss in public. It's really weird.
the whole entire time, sticking to you, Link, sticking to you.
I literally, there's been moments where I talk to my coworkers, I'm like, I sometimes feel like just gesturing a kiss back at him. He was so insecure of me, it was insane. Hello, Party In. Welcome in for that conversation piece.
I figure you guys would be like, tell me more. Yeah, but B-Man. Well, I don't actually. You admitted you added yourself. I don't need to say anything. Although I do think that's probably a good way to handle it. Like if they're staring daggers at you while kissing someone else, like maybe make them even more uncomfortable. Maybe that's the way to handle it.
This guy definitely wanted to deck me in the face every single time he saw me. The first time he ever met me, before he even knew who I was, he straightened his back and like tried standing up as tall as he was. He's a lot shorter than me. I'm not trying to insult him. I'm actually like one of the tallest people in this village.
How tall are you?
And I'm not. I'm exactly 6 foot.
Ah.
And I'm not trying to like besmirch anyone here. I'm just a tall person in this village. This village is the genetics for short people. It's fine. But he was like, the first day he ever met me, before I knew his name, he stood up straight. He's like trying to make himself taller than me as best he can while he's in line while I'm trying to check people out. And so what I did was like, I could sense this insecurity vibe. So I like immediately shrunk my shoulders and I hunched down forward. I'm like, what the heck is going on with this guy? Why is he insecure of me? I'm not any threat to him. Gotta make myself smaller so he's less scared. And
Tall
this place
kings.
does have a lot of people that try to fight me. It's like interesting. Like people mishear me and they're like, "Yo, you want to fight?" I'm like, "No, I don't. I want your money for the register and get out."
B-Man says tall kings, to which I say, you don't need to call us tall kings. There's a high requirement for Riz, apparently.
You know, I think that the world is built for 6 foot tall people, though, and that's the sad thing. Like, I know not everyone is 6 foot tall, but the whole world is built that way.
So it's come to my attention that the whole entire thing with tall people are attractive is that men has started comparing themselves to each other, in which they had to be tall, and that has now gotten into the idea of women that tall people are attractive, and is now crossed over paradoxically to, instead of like just liking whoever you're with, it just goes to, yeah, tall people need to be the person that I'm with because tall. But like that was a thing that men made up about themselves.
Well, I that's actually part. I do kind of the joke where I say tall people are like you're either 5'10" or you're 6 foot, and you always round up. And if you're not 6 foot, you say you're 5'10" because women don't know what 5'10" actually is. So if you're actually 5'8" and you say you're 5'10", they'll believe you. That is what I've been told. But I'm not in the DLC. I'm currently on my way to the DLC, but I'm struggling in this area.
Yeah. So I just the whole entire like, oh, I don't date guys that are under like 5. Like what? Stop it.
Well, anyway, if somebody is that superficial and that's the kind of thing that bothers you, you
shouldn't be talking to them
lucky.
anyway. Yeah,
exactly. You should be thankful about that. My sister is also 6 foot, so I kind of feel sorry for her that she has to. Although her husband is like near 8 foot tall, so it's not like that bad for her.
Huh? Hey.
Look at who the most OP character was in GoldenEye. It was Oddjob, a weirdly made short in the game, despite being 5'10". That's interesting. Do you think that was just racism? None of people I've spoken to on dating apps who are 6 foot is statistically impossible. That is really funny.
Well, they have to. As I said, there's a high requirement for Riz. However, have you heard the argument of like dating in like our generation and younger is like dying out because of the way the internet is evolving?
I have heard that, and I'm indifferent because I don't care about the dating lives of other people.
Sure, and that makes perfect sense for you. But like, it also, that opinion also quantifies to like the data in that sense, because you just don't care.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, I personally I think that people that have like height requirements are silly, but it's always up to their prerogative. I just don't care. There are people out there that are looking like for people that remind them of family members, and those people are weird to me. They're probably even weirder than the people looking for height requirements.
Yeah, I don't know. I think it's just a really shitty way of like you're trying to curate for a perfect person that doesn't exist. Yes, Bashra, that is insanely broken. I don't know who thought it was a good idea, but I like them. Give them a raise. This is my favorite fucking ability.
Everything that Filler is saying is very funny to me right now. I will read it out loud.
Yeah.
Filler is saying the issue with dating in the modern age is that most people don't want to date. They just want to have sex. They want to do naked wrestling. They want to do the under the covers dance. They want to commit sex at each other.
The sideways shuffle. The beast with two backs. No, that's it. That's all I got.
They want to play Elden Ring, but without the game.
They want to watch Netflix, but without Netflix.
Exactly.
Use Maggie Dillon instead of Elizabeth 4 times. You know what? That's probably why I like it. That's a boss fucking move. As in like a boss fight move that you, the player, finally get under your control after years of being suffering from it. Yeah. That's probably why I like that attack. Oh, okay. B-Man has said, any kind of excitement surrounding my height is immediately killed for women when I open my mouth. I got the anti-Riz equation. B-Man 1, I don't believe that. 2, again, if you're talking to women who care about your height, and only your height, probably shouldn't actually be talking to them.
That's, yeah, exactly. It's just the reality of it. They're probably not worth it, period.
I probably should save. Let me save.
Started a new game for the DLC because it's been so long since you played the game. I was considering doing something like that, but oh no, I'm dead. I was considering doing something like that, but unfortunately, I actually realized that early on, I'm like, I'm not going to be willing to play through this all over again. Actually, Mario and Peach are not dating. No, they're part of a polycule. That's why Bowser gets her on the weekends, and they play Mario Party together. Do golf karting and whatnot.
Thank you.
I think, if you take the Mario RPG seriously, they aren't dating, and I think that's hilarious. Because Peach introduces, in one of the Paper Mario games, Peach introduces Mario to someone as, this is my, friend. I think that's really funny.
He keeps trying to protect me from my boyfriend, Bowser. It's literally just a lease. Also, that implies humorously that Mario can't have a girlfriend. Although I do like that he wore a suit to support gay marriage.
How are any of y'all doing work in this dusty ass building?
Oh. Welcome to...
Yeah, I need to make a Kuni Nushi.
Oh, I just realized I'm running away from that guy. Wait. Oh wait, hold on.
Is this demon to your...
No.
We shall fight as one.
I always forget, some of these characters like have very feminine features, so my brain processes them like as feminine presenting, like they're girls. But then they speak, and I'm like, oh right.
Like the main character in the most recent Shin Megami Tensei, I believe.
I just process him as non-binary.
What's Toad's deal? Toad is a slave. I'm very certain that Toad is a slave.
That's right, boys.
Mondo cool. There are multiple moments in the game in which our protagonist will like pose, and I'm like, I will always make the joke. I'm like, I'm not just gay. I'm gay and angry.
That is hilarious.
Feel my bi fury.
So, filler, I think that means that he's ace. I guess that's the same as gay in your books. I guess some LGBTQ people count ace as that.